Comics legend Mark Millar praised ISOM, and haters are currently experiencing a meltdown. Mark Millar says, Eric July kindly sent me the first 2 issues of his ISOM series this week and I loved them. Hard to believe this is the guy's first venture into comics. Really well put together. I also love to see a guy doing his own thing. Well done to him. Awesome. High praise coming from this legend. Let's check out the quotes. Organized Chaos says, Really? Really? Did you actually read the thing? Bob can't fathom a comic pro enjoying something that Bob hates. Ian Romero says, Okay, my dude, I need you to blink twice if you're being held at gunpoint by Rippaverse employees to say this. I'm loving the cope so far. Off to a wonderful start. Daniel says, and Mark Millar is officially down the drain and into Comicsgate insanity land. Everything is going to be okay, Daniel. It's going to be okay. Don't worry. Shout out to Literature Devil, awesome content creator. I thoroughly enjoyed his highly detailed analysis of ISOM number 1. Alright, moving on. Mr. Brady says, there's tons of ISOM to give away in the warehouse. The rest are being buried next to ET Atari games. Brady is envious of successful creators and is struggling to handle his own failures, so he lashes out at others. James says, proof that Mark Millar has trash taste in comics. The Midnight Sage says, 2 hacks jerking each other off? Real mature of you, Midnight. So funny. Last line says, so wild to see a comic pro give such vague praise to such a bad comic. Sorry, not everyone shares your opinion, bro. Moving on to the replies. Trans Harley Quinn says, the once talented Mark Millar now thinks ISOM is a good book. How far they fall. Any version of Mark Millar is infinitely more talented than this clown. The rip-off verse says, what? It's one of the worst comics ever made. ISOM is absolutely awful, not to mention Eric's wild mission of beating his subscribers to death for every penny they have. Mark Millar, genuinely disappointed at you pretending it's good and bowing to the mob. It's entertaining watching these haters freak out. Just because they hate ISOM, they think it's impossible for other people to enjoy it. Adam says, praising a homophobe and grifter. Yeah, that's an unfollow from me. Don't let the door hit you on your way out, Adam. Nothing of value is lost. Ryan Riot asks if Mark Millar's account got hacked. They can't believe this is happening, and they need Mark's praise to be fake. Chud Fact Check and Alfredo think Eric July paid Mark Millar. Last line says, you're joking, right? Really well put together. There's tons of errors, though he likely sent you copies without the errors that went to the public. Pacing is horrible. No character development, lack of world building, tons of panels with no dialogue with nothing happening. If this is true, you would have no problem proving these claims. Where is the evidence? Ivan Perez asks, may I ask, did you actually read the comic books before writing this tweet praising Eric July? That's not a question, it's an insult. Ivan has zero respect for Mark Millar's opinion. Remy says, there's a reason why Mark Waid's comics said you are the villain and Grant Morrison is the hero. Not Near Mint says, did we read the same thing? ISOM reads like it was written by someone with 3rd grade reading comprehension, but that would be insulting to 3rd graders. Stupid comment that doesn't deserve a response. Rashid says, ain't no way you pretending to actually like that shit. Why would Mark pretend? Why would he lie? He is very successful and has no reason to pretend to like an independent comic. Like always, haters asking what was your favorite part. Stu says Mark is drunk. Skinny Eric July parody says, you're part of Eric's grift now. Mikey Malone says, they are terribly written. You are a sellout if you can't even give him genuine criticisms. Scared of the rumored Eric July blacklist? Coward. Listen, Mikey. It's your opinion that the book is terribly written? You can't state opinions as fact. How is Mark a sellout, and why would he be scared of a non-existent blacklist? Scuttlebutt says, sell out. We all know it's a dumpster fire. Knife School says, you, Mr. Millar, are a public liar. You know that comic is total garbage. Really sad to see someone spinelessly bow to a gang of zero-talent YouTubers. Also a sad sight for Scots. F you. Why is this loser so mad? Irrationally angry. It's not that serious. Geez. Crash Sheridan says, the misfiring synapses of a mad rapidly declining into dementia. Sad, but I still won't ever buy your shit ever again. This hater thinks Mark Millar is not mentally stable enough to share his opinion about ISOM. Someone else says, I asked him how he made all that money despite no previous work in the medium, and he called me a cat food-eating, crack-smoking poor person and then blocked me. So he's a fraud. Have you tried coping and seething? Good luck. Funge Rumpel says, how many issues should he delay giving his super character powers for? So far, we are about 200 pages in. Haters were complaining that Avery's powers were not fully explained in ISOM number 1. They have no reasonable expectations and want everything spoon-fed to them. No patience to watch a story unfold.
Eso.